Yo, YouTube, what is up, man? It's your boy, Damn D, and we are back with another video, and today, hey, what's up, Stephen A. Buck Dancing Snitch? Look like we got a video about Stephen A. Smith talking about his good old buddy, old pal, Dana White. So, you know what? Since Dana White has physically assaulted his wife, you know what? I'm expecting Stephen A. Smith to give Dana White the same smoke that he gives everybody else, right? So what I'm about to play, I expect Stephen A. Smith to be animated. I expect him to be loud, obnoxious. I expect him to be dramatic, very thorough, show his passion about physical abuse on women, just like he do when black athletes, get accused of doing stuff, right? Because when a black athlete does something, boy, Stephen A. Smith really know how to put on the show. So I'm expecting to see the same energy with Dana White. Let's see what happens, guys. Let's see what type of delivery Stephen A. Smith displays while he's talking about Dana White. Let's see if it's the same. Shall we begin?
A video published by TMZ shows White and his wife Ann in a VIP area of a nightclub during a New Year's Eve celebration in Cabo, Mexico. Dana White can be seen in the video saying something to Ann White, at which point she slaps him in the face. Dana White then slaps her back before the two are quickly separated. If I could get the control room out of my ear, please. Here's Dana's apology in part to TMZ. I'm literally making no excuses for this thing at all. It's never happened before. It's the first time it's ever happened. People are going to say what they're going to say, and it is what it is. Whatever people say is deserved. I deserve it. Now, in a separate interview with TMZ, his wife Ann White said this. To say this is out of character for him is an understatement. Nothing like this has ever happened before. So, though White is the face of the UFC, Stephen A., it is an entity owned by Endeavor. What type of discipline should Dana face?
Well, my immediate response to that.
Wait. Hold on. First of all, Stephen A., why you look so sad? Stephen A., why you look so sad to talk about this? Normally, when you talk about, black athletes, you're very animated, you're very happy. But it seems to be a trend when you talk about white people, when you talk about white owners, you have a pouty face. That's odd. I'm not getting the same energy that you give black athletes to these white, they're not athletes, but white owners.
Discipline he should face is the kind of discipline he would impose.
White is the face of the UFC, Stephen A. It is an entity
Hold on.
What type of discipline should Dana face?
Well, my immediate response to that is whatever discipline he should face is the kind of discipline he would impose upon someone he oversees.
Oh, so Molly asks, how should he discipline? How should Dana White be disciplined? And he said, well, he should be disciplined the same way he would discipline somebody else. So you're not going to call for his job like you did Kyrie Irving? You're not going to call for his job like you do a lot of these black athletes? Yeah. You love to talk about athletes' contracts and how much they get paid and how much they deserve to get paid and all this stuff. How come you're not talking about that with Dana White? How come you're not saying that he deserves to be fired and he should step down from his position? How come you're not giving the same energy as you do these black athletes, Stephen A. Smith? Stephen A. Buck Dancing Smith? Why the long face, sir?
Because that would be consistent with who he is.
Oh, okay.
Now, I will openly confess to you, and I certainly, we shouldn't end this segment without getting your take on this. I will tell you this. Dana White is not just somebody that's connected in the world of sports. He's a friend. I love
Yo, every time one of his white friends get accused of doing something, he's not just a media personnel. He's my friend. Jerry Jones is my friend. Skip Bayless, he's my friend. Dana White, he's my friend. Why you don't have no black friends? Why you ain't got no black friends that you defend the same way that you talk about Skip Bayless and Dana White? Yeah, Stephen A. Something. Hold on. Something just ain't right.
Something just ain't right. Matter of fact, hold up. We love. Bring it back. Come rewind. Something just ain't right.
Yeah, something ain't right about that, Stephen. I'm not getting the same type of energy that you give us Negroes.
Love the guy personally. So this is a very hard subject. I love the guy personally. He's a friend. I love the guy personally. He's a friend. I love the guy personally. He's a friend. I love the guy personally. So this is a very hard subject for me. We talk all the time. We certainly connected briefly since this happened. He knew there's no way on earth that I wasn't going to talk about it. My heart goes out to his family because this is a very, very embarrassing situation.
Oh, okay. So y'all had a conversation before this. Okay, so you probably told him, I have to talk about this, but you know what? I'm not going to, put any dirt on your name. I'm just going to address it and I'm just going to say one thing about it and then we're going to move on, right? But I think this is a far more serious issue than Kyrie Irving not wanting to put poison in his body. Yeah, because when Kyrie Irving didn't want to put chemicals in his body, you went off into a 6-month rant on Kyrie Irving about him not wanting to put chemicals in his body. So I'm expecting you to talk about Dana White physically abusing his wife for at least 2 years. Chemicals in your body, beating up a woman. I think those two are a little different, So if you gave Kyrie Irving 6 months of smoke, I think Dana White deserves about 2 years. Yeah.
He says it has never, ever happened before. He's completely ashamed and utterly disgusted with himself that he finds himself in this situation, that he would ever have done such a thing to a woman he's been married to for 30 years.
Hey, you know what? There's an interview out there of Dana White's mother. Dana White's mother said otherwise. Dana White's mother said that Dana has been a bad boy to his wife. So we're going to compare to what Dana White said and what his mama said. Video coming up soon.
It's the mother of his 3 children, and he makes no excuses for it. And I think it's important to point that out. I also think it's important to point out that she validates what he asserts, that it's never happened before, that it was completely out of character. And she even pointed to the fact that they were out and they were drinking and all of that other stuff as well.
Oh, he was drinking. So the excuse is him drinking. Okay. So did other black athletes that might have gotten to an altercation with a woman, were they ever drinking? Were they ever under the influence? And if they was, did you highlight it the same way that you highlighting this? Because if it was a black athlete and they were drunk and they accidentally or intentionally put their hands on a woman, I think you would say that there's no excuse for that. That should not be condoned. And you would be very animated. But why are you not giving the same energy? So now you're giving him an excuse? Interesting.
In the end, he's not making any excuses. It's certainly not for me nor anybody out there to make an excuse, because particularly within the times that we're living in and with all the things that we've learned and the inordinate amount of times we've had to address subjects like this. We have to maintain consistency in pointing out, you do not put your hands on a woman if you are a man. You do not do it.
Yeah. I agree. But I'm expecting you to deliver this message a little bit more thorough, You're not giving the same energy that you would give a black athlete. That's all I'm saying, Stephen A. Smith. Where's the dramatic WWF voice? Yeah, brother. Yeah, brother. You don't do that to a woman, brother. Where's that voice?
Dana White knows that. And, all I can say is that, again, he has spoken out against men who put their hands on women before, and whatever punishment you would exact under these circumstances to somebody else is what he should apply to himself. But I love him.
I could see him doing something even stricter just because.
I love him. Okay, so you love him. He's your friend. So you're going to give him special treatment. Okay. Do you love any other black people? Any other black people that you were cool with, that friends that may have gotten to anything? Okay.
Yes.
He's the leader, you know, and he's the leader of men. So just to your point, not just what's enacted to a fighter, but maybe a little stiffer,
Sure.
because he's the head. I just want to say a couple of things. They talked about being drinking heavily.
Yeah.
When you're under the influence, not shining moments, often people don't make their best decisions. So in that sense, it's a cautionary tale.
Yep.
And in terms of it being an isolated incident, I've known Dana since he was 22. I've
Yes.
utmost.
Wow. They highlighted that he was drunk again. So y'all really trying to give this man an excuse, right? Saying, well, he did this because he was drinking. You know what? I think we should pull up some other interviews of athletes that were accused of putting their hands on women. And we're going to say if they have the same energy. Yeah. I think it's time to do some research, because it seems like Molly, for a woman that always fighting for women's rights and things like that, she seems to be also very calm, cool, and collective about a man putting his hands on a wife. Yeah, Molly. I think we need to do some little research on you too as well, man, because your energy is not the same either. Yeah.
Respect for him. And I don't judge people by their worst moment. I agree with you on that punishment part. And the other piece.
You don't judge people by their worst moments. I'm going to clip that. And then we're going to go back to your old videos. Yeah. Thanks for the content, Molly and Stephen A. Smith. Yeah, it's time to do a little research. Yeah.
Piece that I just want to say, as a woman, it was also his wife's hands on him. So no one should be putting their hands on anyone.
Okay.
Male, female, male.
Well, like I said, you're absolutely right. I don't disagree. I have nothing to add other than I just think it's important that if you're going to sit on this platform, you owe it to your audience to be honest. To be honest and forthcoming. Dana White is not just somebody I know in sports, nor you. He's a friend.
Yeah.
How many times you gonna say that, bro? How many times? He's a friend. I love him. He's my brother. We know that, bro. Do you see how Stephen A. Smith is trying to lay down so many pillows so the fall of Dana White can be a little bit more comfortable? You know, he's trying to lay out the bed, put all these pillows down on the ground to make Dana White's landing a little bit more comfortable. Do you see how he's massaging his back, rubbing his bald head? Pause. Well, I don't know about them. They might be.
I love him, and I just wish the best for him and his family. And he knows, he knows how wrong he was to do this, and he knows that we're on his ear. He knew ahead of time because I reached out to him to let him know I would be talking about this morning. He knows that he crossed a line that he has never crossed before, and that he swears he will never cross again. And he's incredibly ashamed of himself. And that's just where we are right now. So
I'm not a part of the whole cancel culture, and I don't judge people by their worst moment. And he has a beautiful family,
Yes, he does.
And I wish the best for them moving forward.
Yeah.
More First Take after the break.
So, what do y'all think about that right there? What do you think about Stephen A. Smith? Wow, his tone, his demeanor was very different. Very, very different from when he talked about black athletes and when he talked about Dana White. How come you ain't give him the same smoke that you give black athletes? Yeah. Stephen A. Smith, Molly. Yeah, I'm gonna clip out those words that y'all said. Molly said that she don't judge people, and Stephen A. Smith said that Dana White said that he never hit his wife. That was the first time. Sources tell me that that's a lie. All right, so I got some digging up to do. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, because we got some more information coming up soon. So y'all let me know, how do y'all feel about Stephen A. Smith crying, looking depressed, looking worried about his... Well, Dana White is just not the CEO of MMA. He's my friend. He's my brother. Actually my father too. Love him dearly. It hurts to say. Is he your father or is he a master? More videos coming up. For DMD signing out.